The 5 pieces of Exodia. Pretty obvious that you need them. Curry Bandit. You summon Curry Bandit, get a spell card, any 5 spell cards, and then you send the other cards to the graveyard. Now, by using Curry Bandit, you could have a chance to send one of the Exodia pieces to the graveyard, which is a good thing. Sagan, when destroyed, you get to add any card with less than 1,000 attack points, which is pretty good because every monster in this deck has less than 1,000. Swift Scarecrow, you discard him, and your opponent has to end their battle phase. Pretty hard to negate that. You have to have 3 of them. Legendary Exodia Incarnate. With him on the field, you get to add a Exodia piece to your hand every end phase, and it cannot be destroyed by card effects. It can't be targeted by card effects at all. Battle Fader, same thing as Swift Scarecrow, you need 3 of them. And when you can special summon Battle Fader from your hand and negates your opponent's battle phase, and it can't attack for the rest of the turn. Card D, you tribute and get 2 more cards. Pretty good. Now, spell cards. Dark Factory, you need 2 of them. You get... Wait, no. You need 3 of them. You get to target 2 normal monsters in your graveyard. Now, this deck is all about sending Exodia pieces to the graveyard, so those are pretty useful. You got 3 hand destructions. You send 2 cards to the graveyard, draw 2 cards. So what I would do is send 2 Exodia pieces in your hand to the graveyard and draw 2 more new cards. And just hope to get Dark Factory mass product. That's what I do. Allure of Darkness, another draw card, but you had to banish a dark monster, so we can use Battle Fader, Legendary Exodia Incarnate, or Sagan. Don't banish a Exodia piece. Then 1 Day of Peace, best card I think for defense. You and your opponent draws 1 card, and then you can attack for the rest of the turn. Upstart Goblin, draw 1 card. Pretty simple. Obliterate, best card, best trap. You target 1 card on the field, that's a monster, and you bounce it back to their hand, and you have to send 1 Exodia piece to the graveyard. So, let's say you activated Battle Fader just now. You get to bounce it back into your hand while sending an Exodia piece. So you get to reuse Battle Fader after you used it again. Pretty awesome. You need 3 of those. Threatening Roar, 3 of them. End the battle phase. Pretty awesome. And then Spiritual Swords of Revealing Light. You can banish this from your graveyard, and you can end your opponent's battle phase. I wouldn't use the actual effect. I would send it to the graveyard with Curry Bandit's effect, which is pretty strong. Curry Bandit is a pretty strong monster in this deck. Loboku, pretty simple. You take no bandit damage and your monsters can't be destroyed. And Monster Reincarnation. This is one of my hardest decisions to put in this deck, because I've always had the problem of re-putting this card back in my hand, because Dark Factory can't put this card back in your hand. And if your opponent destroys Legendary Exodia Incarnate, you can't return Exodia back that way. So I have to have these cards back in my hand to get Exodia. The Forbidden One. Obliterate.